A song to start. Do you want to do guitar or vocals?
You do vocals.
Let me try vocals. Yeah. Down in the wild wests of Mexico, there was a man named Roger George. And Roger George, he sold pastries by the side of the road. Pastry George. He had pies and peas and pasties too. He had a small pot of refried beans. And he never left his coat unattended.
Unattended.
Roger Jones is a man like no other. He'd shag your sister and then shag your brother.
Your brother. Oh.
Roger Jones is the man you want to be. Oh, chills. That's the Ballad of Roger Jones, that. You're welcome for your viewing pleasure.
Hello and welcome to the Rent Boys podcast.
Big up.
This is Alex Camp, right here, as always, coming out. I'm so sorry, this is an absolute nightmare. I thought I'd be able to put this headphone in really easily, but it took ages. Here in the middle, it's Dom Attenwoods.
Hey.
And over there, the freestyle music man himself, it's Ethan Smith.
What's happening? Stop touching me on the podcast, please, man.
Get on the, I'm going to do this at the top of the show, which I never do. Get on the subscribe button if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, give it a go. Look
If
at
you're on any of the podcast apps, subscribe as well. Leave a 5-star rating, all that stuff.
Apart from if you're on Apple Podcasts, we don't want you.
We're one away from 200 subscribers on YouTube right
Look
now.
at that, man. We're killing
We're
it.
at 199 is what we've got. We had a little burst.
We're so hard.
Some fans of Andy Hatton-Woods obviously subscribed. And,
Really? Did they come on
no,
after that one?
I don't know. I'm just there's no
Some EDL marchers.
Yeah, just some hardcore zealots.
Speaking of that, he didn't. Maybe we could kick off with. My dad was here.
Your dad was here. Yeah, you missed it, Ethan. You missed the dad.
Oh, yeah. No, well, yeah. So I watched the podcast. And yeah, I'm gutted I missed him. I think it would have been interesting just to see how, the other side live, the other side go about, what their kind of thoughts and feelings are about things. I had, because I was watching your dad, and I was like, God, he's posh. I bet he hates poor people. I bet he's dead classist. And then I thought, fuck, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm being classist.
You're being classist, yeah.
I was like, shit, it can work both ways.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Who knew? And I mean, to be honest, not really fair on the poor people, is it? You can't have everything and still be able to be prejudiced. Like, there should be.
Right. Which you can't have everything and still be prejudiced.
You can't have nothing and then be prejudiced as well. I thought that cancel it out, but it doesn't. It turns out that way of thinking is equally
Yeah, poor
negative.
people, they can be prejudiced. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think it holds you back a bit in life, especially if you're poor and you hate people with money. You're like, get out of here with your money. And they're like, we're trying to give it you fucking idiot. Like, no, get out of here.
We don't want your ill-gotten gains.
I'll set fire to your wheelie bins, you dickhead. And they're like, well, this is why you live like this.
It was funny because people from the south, right? They have a lot of them don't go up north. That's for the first thing. Like loads of my mates never come up north, hardly ever.
Really?
Yeah. When you're down there, you're down there. A lot of people don't come down south that much, but you're more likely to go down to go to London than you are to go up to go to Manchester or Liverpool. Yeah. And a lot of the older people, my parents included, have this idea that the North is supposed to be poor and that they moan about being poor a lot. And whenever they go up, they're like, "Whoa, did you see that? Brand new football stadium. Not so bad up here, is it? Not so grim up north." And I came down the first morning that Andy was here. I came downstairs and I sit down and he says, "You know what? I was out there, yeah. Very nice artisan coffee shops, right? Vegan supermarket, yeah. Artisan butchers and bakers. Some, not bad area. Yeah."
That was actually pretty.
And he
good.
didn't.
That was a good.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It was
No, it
alright.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
What, you've
He's
listened
not.
He's got a little bit of a lisp that I need to
It's
master.
the stopping. It's the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
But I could tell he didn't say it, but I could tell the implication was, yeah, it's not so bad up here, is it, guys?
He thought I lived in a shithole, and that's why he was sometimes resistant to visiting.
That's mental. That your
is
son
mental.
is in a shithole, and you're like, "Well, fucking hell, I'm not getting caught in there as well."
Yeah, leave him.
And stuff. Yeah.
But he's
Don't check
decided
if he's
he's
got
now
it.
going to buy a house here, so that's good.
I was upset about.
Why?
We've got enough Southerners moving in and hiking up the housing prices.
Well, you'll
We
probably.
don't need your
This
dad
will be
turning
next
up
year
as
when
well.
you move. I don't know where you're going to go, but you won't be here
Me?
probably.
I'm going to try and just get away from your dad.
That's what a lot of women
yeah.
say.
Yeah, it's nice. And also, it's nice to see. It's like Pokemon's, isn't it? When you see like evolutions through it,
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, that's kind of what Dom's going to turn into eventually, whether he likes it or not."
Do you reckon?
Well, I mean,
You said you saw a lot of me and him.
Yeah,
Him and me.
you guys look very similar, and you have some similar mannerisms as well.
In what are the mannerisms?
I just can't imagine you as a grown man. That's the thing that just like.
Well, Alex, he's supposed to be a grown man right now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? The difference between being 25 and being you know, in your 40s or 50s, very different, isn't it?
Bit of an evolution.
I couldn't imagine what you'd be like.
Maybe it won't happen. Maybe I'll die.
We can only hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So the reason I missed last week's episode is I've been in Tenerife. I've been working for the man.
Ooh.
I was actually just working for a man, and he's very sound. So, hiya, John. And it's
Hold on,
been.
let's set up the section.
He's got a bag full of cabbage. I once met a guy who had a pet owl. I call him Steve.
I don't think so.
Dom's got his ringtone.
I think it's good, yeah.
So yeah, no, I just come back from Tenerife doing the lighting,
Well done.
and that was awesome. Spent a week there.
What were you lighting exactly? What were you lighting on?
We were lighting. We did 8 venues. We did a boat party.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
Do you do much light on a boat parties?
Was it an
There's
Epstein?
no lights, so we just put up some signs.
Epstein,
Oh, really?
did he?
Some people probably got diddied, but I think it was consensual.
So did he wasn't there?
From all parties. No, it was a lot of white English people.
English.
Or red English people, because we're in Tenerife. A lot of bottoms. It's quite distracting, actually, trying to go to work with like tits and asses everywhere.
Well, tits out.
Yeah, almost, pretty much.
Most of the way.
Yeah.
No nips.
And sometimes you can't linger long enough to find out. But
Were you allowed to like party in that on this boat party? Or we just sat there?
we'd kind of like do the install, go away, have a nice dinner, go and have a little swim in the pool, come back, do the takeout, you know. Very demure, very mindful. And
Very what?
You're very demure, very mindful, very cutesy.
Very cutesy it was. And it
Didn't
was
think we'd be putting that on the podcast.
yeah.
Don't tell me you don't know that.
What's going on?
Oh, don't worry.
It's alright, it's popular culture, mate.
Is it?
It's memes.
Little
Yeah, I've
memes.
not got time for memes.
Didn't know what Mood Eng was last week.
I'm not surprised I didn't know who Mu Deng was. I thought you were talking about that guy who enforced the one world child policy in China.
Do you not know?
Isn't that Deng Xiaoping?
Yeah, it's Mao,
Do you know what Mu
Mao
Deng is?
Zedong.
Mao Zedong, yeah, sorry.
Do you know what Mu Deng is?
Yeah, I watched the podcast.
Before that?
No, of course I didn't.
You didn't know about the hippo.
Oh,
But you knew very demure and very mindful.
yeah. It's
Interesting.
less niche, I think, than the
Is it?
hippo. Yeah,
Yeah, you might be right.
birds have been saying it. Anyway, I've been doing that stuff in Tenerife. Been very fun. But as you do, you go on holiday, you've got to bring back some souvenirs, haven't you?
Ooh.
So I've got some presents for you.
All right.
Let's
You
see
know.
it.
Presents back. It's not even Christmas yet.
Yep. So yeah, get that going.
Right. Okay. He's got it in the old Lidl bag or Aldi. No, Aldi. Of course, you wouldn't do Lidl.
Right. So I'll start with Dom because I know how much you love boomerangs, and I thought I could get you that because when your career goes down the pan, got a chance of it coming back around.
You might come back around. Yeah.
You can think of that.
Thanks, mate.
When you get cancelled for saying gay or retard, then we'll bleep that. Then you can think of that. And I know you've started smoking again, Alex. So I got you a little.
Oh yeah.
I got you a little,
Oh,
and I thought you could put some of your jokes in there as well.
Rest your ash. Most of mine will fit in there with room to spare. To be honest, I mean,
is that
I don't have many.
Is that it?
What do you mean? Is that it?
You said presents.
Yeah, that's 2 presents.
How much did this
Plural.
cost?
Fucking like €4. More than I wanted to spend. I was going to get you a bus and they wanted €10 for it. And I thought,
Oh, for the bus thing.
yeah, I was like, you could sit at the
It's not
front of
worth
that if you want.
Dom's like a boomerang.
Thanks, man.
Dom is like a boomerang. Go on.
Keeps coming back and just fucking annoying
No
as
matter
fuck.
how much you try and get rid of him, fucking clatters it back on the back.
Well, you
of the
spin
head.
it and then it comes back to you.
Yeah, if it was a real boomerang, that's the
Man.
shittest, cheapest boomerang
Yeah.
in the world.
It's incoming
I
back.
wouldn't go
It's
throw that in Longford Park because
You can do. You might hit a
you would
fucking-
definitely hit kids.
Yeah, or a family of 4, but double points.
That's
If you
mad.
get a
Like in
kid.
the in-betweeners.
Yeah, good reference.
That was a good reference, yeah.
Very old.
Oh, mine's a ganja ashtray as well, so
Yeah, it's got a bit of a ganja.
Tenerife ganja.
Yeah.
It says rest your ash.
I'll tell you what, when I was in Tenerife, I went to some of these weed shops.
Did
and
ya?
I thought,
Is it legal there?
no. No, it's not, but they've got some weird loophole where if you go to this place, you can buy it there, but they're not allowed to sell it, and you're not allowed to buy it, but you can smoke it in there. It's all
Okay.
very weird, you know.
You buy like an all-you-can-drink coffee thing, and then they give you the weed.
Yeah, kind of, but you just got to be part of a club. You got to like pay for a membership. And what I found,
Oh, membership boy.
it's like it's quite smart, really. What the police have done is they've made the drug dealer's house have a sign on the front of it that says drugs. So they just wait outside and catch people all the time, apparently. So it's a flawed system, but it's great.
It's just a bag of weed with like a box.
Yeah,
A wooden box and a stick.
yeah.
They
And,
just pull the boy.
we was up there, sat down, had my joint. There's about 5 other people in there.
You bought weed there, did you?
Yeah, I bought the weed there. You're supposed to have a joint.
More
out of
expensive?
courtesy. No, yeah, more expensive. You're paying tourist prices. The worst atmosphere that I've ever been in my life.
And you live in this house.
Yeah, and I live. That's a good point. Yeah, but imagine just like 8 people who don't want to speak to each other, just all sat, kind of like staring at different sides of the
What,
room.
all the work people?
No, these are all the punters.
Uh-huh.
They're all tourists.
Yeah, they're all tourists. They're all English, pretty much, I think.
Oh, that's why.
But they've all just smoked themselves into anxiety.
Yeah.
And now you're in a dark room in the middle of Tenerife with loads of people you don't know. None of it is conducive to having a good time.
That sounds fucking weird.
It was the worst thing. I tried talking to a couple. I was like, "You're right," and they looked at me like I'd spat in the face. They were like, "Oh,
Maybe you did.
I can't believe you've." I was far enough away that
You're
it would have.
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that arkage, that bit of spit.
Trajectory.
Yeah, they were just like, "Oh, stop speaking to me." And I thought, well, I've started now. Can't really stop until it's over.
You've got to finish the conversation
Yeah.
somehow.
Start smoking the joint real quick. Where are you from?
It could be a really good thing, that, being thrust into a room of strangers smoking some weed.
You'd think,
You could enjoy it. It could be a positive thing.
on paper, great idea.
What muted it down? What was the music situation?
No music whatsoever.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
No reggae?
No, actually, no. I think they did have a bit of music on. I remember doing a bit of an Ed Bob at one point. I don't think it was great. I think it was like, their equivalent of Capital.
Okay, so first of all, we got to stick a DJ in there.
Yeah, Tenerife Radio 1, I think it was.
Oh, no, you've got to have a DJ curating that vibe.
Yeah.
That would definitely
You
help.
pay him in
help.
weed. You get DJ easy.
Yeah, just give him spliffs. Yeah, daytime spliff job.
Yeah, just
For a
take it
DJ.
over.
I'd have done it.
Dom could have done it, and he doesn't know any music at
He's
all.
just discovered, by the way, let's just add this in quickly. Dom's discovered Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
put that on the
yeah.
car on my way to my gig.
You can put on some Janet
Might do,
Jackson?
yeah.
Yeah.
Get that DJ. Get that.
It was so funny. I went to see Janet Jackson on Tuesday night, and on Wednesday morning I came into the kitchen. Those two were down there. We were chatting, and he's like, "Oh, what were you up to last night?" He came in quite late. I said, "Oh, I went to see Janet Jackson." He was like, "What? There's a Janet Jackson?"
I don't know, do I?
He was like,
I've
"Is
got
there
more
more of these
important-
Jacksons?" He was like, "There better not be any more of these Jacksons."
So you're telling me Michael had siblings?
I've got more important things to think about.
You haven't.
I have,
You
all
haven't
right?
got anything.
Shut up. You've got nothing.
In general,
Yeah.
listen, all
All your items fit into a fucking toilet.
right. And what are you thinking about? Where all your items are all the time?
Why would you put your items in the toilet?
Let us argue about this.
Why does it matter how many items he's got?
Because he said you've got nothing, and I said you've literally got nothing.
Yeah, but I meant more like you've got nothing up here.
You've got nothing up
You've
there.
got nothing thoughts wise going on.
I've got stuff going on. I think of these jokes.
Yeah, I wonder. I do wonder sometimes.
We've discussed for this podcast, trying to make sure that we have a really good vibe and that we're
Thing is,
giving each other the chance to be creative.
This is the way me and Ethan communicate now. The other day, right, Charlie, you had a go at, whatever happened, I wasn't there, for Charlie Ashton parking on blocking the drive.
Yeah.
I came here the other day, blocking the fucking drive.
Charlie Ashton again.
Again, and I said to him, I came in and said, mate, don't block. I said, if you want, it'd be better you park on the drive.
Yeah.
Because then I can block the drive. Now, there's two. You're fucking upset. And I said, don't block the drive. And he goes, all right, sorry, mate. And I said, well, Alex said it to you. Why are you still doing it? He said, well, it's just easier when it makes my life harder and I pay rent.
Okay, good.
here.
I'm glad I'm not just insane because
No, but
I
I
came in
was-
and was like, why you block
Yeah.
the drive? And
Wait,
those two were like,
wait.
what?
I was-
why would that be a problem? It's like, fuck, it's the worst thing in the world.
To be fair, I said it to Charlie in a calm but stern way. And then Ethan comes in and he goes, shut up! It's nothing to do with you. And I went, no. This is
mate.
nothing to do with
Classic
you.
non-driver.
I went, no, this is nothing to do with you. This is a conversation
I hate this
between...
prejudice.
I went, this is a
This
conversation...
prejudice is
Shut
mental.
up.
No,
I went, this is
you
a
can't-
conversation between me and Charlie. You're not involved. And then me and Ethan had this massive argument. And then it turned out to be quite a fun thing.
Yeah. First of all, right, my problem is not with whether the drive's blocked or not, right? The world, things go wrong. And sometimes they're minor inconveniences. Like, you might have to put your car a 5-minute walk away.
But he should be
Do
the
you know
one...
how long I had to walk?
5-minute
Do you know
walk
Do you know how
away.
long I had to walk to get here? However far
Well, then
it
learn
is
to
away
drive,
from,
you fucking...
Do you want to let me finish? Right? I have to walk wherever I'm going. Right? Regardless of whether I could drive or not, I'm walking or I'm on a tram. You had to walk from the end of the street. Right? Find somebody else to cry about it to. I'm not doing it. Right? You with your privileges sat up there on your fucking steel chariots, right? Riding around, fucking putting in air fresheners and shit, not having the wind take your fucking hairline all the way back. I'm not here for you complaining to me about, you know what I
But
mean?
the thing is, I wasn't complaining
It's
to
driving
you.
privilege. That's what it is.
Yeah,
And
driving
it's first
privilege
world problems.
is something that it exists and it's good.
But you'd love...
It's,
It's something I agree with.
It's
and
good
it
on your
should-
side, but I'm saying, listen, the power's in the people, innit? And
Yeah,
I'm
but what's that
revolting.
got to do with someone parking in front of the drive? You're just getting someone to park in front of the drive
Well,
to annoy us.
why don't you go listen, right? I got here in luxury.
Don't you get bare lifts with us as well, like to gigs? And
No.
that?
Yeah, you
I've got,
do.
Like, hang on, bare lifts.
Aren't you
Yeah,
going to a
every
gig
time we
with
go
me
to
on Tuesday?
Creatures,
I
I'm
get
jumping in
minimal
with you.
lifts. That's only because you have to, and if you could get out of it, you would.
I was looking forward to it.
I'm still looking forward to it.
He gave me a lift the other day. I had to pretty much beg him for it and bribe him.
Fuck off! No, I'll
had to
tell you
beg
what
it and bribe
happened.
you.
I'll tell you what happened. He messaged me on a Sunday, right when he's come back from the airport. He goes, "Hey mate, what are you up to tonight?" I thought, "Oh, Ethan wants to do something. That's a nice thing, isn't it?" 5 p.m. I'm sat down there writing some jokes. Get a call. You all right, mate? What are you up to? I went, I'm just writing some jokes. He goes, all right. I've just got back to the airport. I was like, all right.
made me sound like
why are you
fucking
telling me this? And he goes,
Harry
"Do you wanna-"
Hill.
and he goes, do you want to pick me up? And I went, no, not really. No. And he goes, all right, I'll give you a tenner. I thought, well, he's not going to give me that tenner, is he?
You can take it off
And
the
then I
water
picked
bill.
him up because I felt if I didn't pick him up, he'd get back and he'd be like, annoyed in a silent way.
Right, well, first of all,
It's not worth
that's
it.
your fault for being a pussy.
So I picked you up
Just deal with
because
that.
the drive wasn't blocked by Charlie Ashton.
Well, you know, my point still stands.
No,
I
it doesn't.
I think just because you've changed the subject doesn't mean...
I've not changed the subject. You brought this up, and I now am telling everyone what happened.
Right, okay. Well, what the point I'm trying to get across is maybe in our day we could be more mindful. We could be more embodied in ourselves, and we can look at the good things that have happened. Like we've drove all the way here. That's almost a miracle, right? You've got in some kind of steel carcass and transported yourself through space and time, right? How can you not look at that as a
Why do we
miracle
only
of
have to-
life? You're coming in, you're looking at the drive. You've missed all the magic, man. You've missed
Why
all
do
the
we-
magic of life.
Why is it that we always have to be mindful when it's something that just like inconveniences you otherwise?
Yeah, why is it never mindful when you're the one that like
What?
we've done something to annoy you and we're like, mate, just chill out, and you're like, fuck off, you fucking chill out, I'll fucking knock the fuck out of you. No, man, be mindful.
Yeah.
There's only
maybe
work.
that advice would help at the time.
There's
and
only-
also,
there's
because
only
I'm trying to
work.
win an argument here, you dickhead, right? That's how it works when you're having an argument. You don't bring up things that don't support your argument.
Only works when it benefits you, this mad spiritual system.
I'm just saying, what I would have done is gone, oh, look, the drive's blocked by my very good friend and that person I like to see all the time. What a treat.
You probably wouldn't have
Right?
done.
I don't
What-
like Charlie Ashton
what a
enough for him
fun
to block
time.
my drive, I'll tell you that.
don't like it enough to you
I
to
like
block
Charlie
the
Ashton,
drive.
but blocking
Right,
the drive...
okay, well, this
you-
is what I'm saying. Your
if my
value of a
mum-
human being is quite low. If the blocking the drive is enough for you to pretty much...
No, but this
Get
is
rid
the
of
thing
them.
you need to understand. Having a car, it's different. If my mum
Different,
blocked
man.
my drive,
Yeah.
blocked the drive here,
You'd kill her in her sleep.
I would scream at her and call her every name under the sun.
but that's
and
because you're white mostly.
take a lot of their
what?
stuff.
Yeah, they talk to the mothers terribly.
Shut up! When did you hear that? You heard that on like a Martin Lawrence
Yeah, I did,
comedy clip from the 90s.
I can't believe he's talking to his mother like this.
Chip, why are you talking to your mother like that? God damn your mother! Your mother.
I can tell you for nothing, if you had
Damn, Chip. Why are you talking to your mom like that? How'd you talk to white people talk to their moms like this? It's
I
crazy.
can't believe it.
I can tell you for nothing, if you had a car, which you don't, and
All right, great. Lord it over me.
So much disdain in that rich you.
because if you
don't.
could drive, which you
Yeah.
can't, and if one of us blocked that you got back late from a gig,
Which you
which you're
wouldn't.
not doing,
because you're not doing any gigs.
It's all right. Just remember, you guys have got tyres, right? And you can't drive anywhere without them.
Yeah, well, we're
And
not
they're
going.
pretty easy to slash.
Well, then that 25.
So-
Well, then no one's going to Nottingham on Tuesday.
yeah, that's all right. That 25 quid. You do me a favour. I'll pay you 25 quid to not have to do that.
Can we stop talking about this?
No, this
No,
is what it should
this
be.
is it
This
now.
is the new podcast.
This is the
This is
podcast.
just arguing.
This
now.
gripe
Yeah.
of the week.
This is what it's like to live here, and they need to know, right?
This is what it's
You
like
think
to
it's
live
fucking sunshines and rainbows? It's not. It's fucking block drives and bullshit.
Odd socks, block drives, and bad women.
There's not that much of
We
that
haven't
going
got
on.
any women. And the women that... Never mind.
Go on, say it. Say
I
it.
was going to say the women that are there aren't allowed to leave. But
That's not true.
they should have. They're allowed to leave at will.
Don't
They're
listen.
allowed to leave when they're 18. Sorry.
I'm not cutting that.
All right. No, that was an,
I'm not
that
cutting
was an
anything
insult.
else,
That
by the
wasn't an
way.
insult to
Don't cut
me,
anything.
actually.
I'm not
Ever.
cutting anything else that you say.
All right.
It's-
Well,
Have you been cutting things for him?
I did that one thing.
Why is he... Why is...
Because you
No.
were scared he was going to get cancelled
Yeah,
before his
first of
career
all,
even
No,
started.
You
no,
deserve
no,
to be cancelled.
let's not
Let's
do
get
this.
it done early on in your career so you can move past it. We'd be doing you a favour letting you get cancelled. You get to arena tours and then get cancelled, you'll kill yourself. Right? Let's cancel you now, if anything. If you want to say some stuff, if we could rally some of our listeners together, maybe get in touch with BBC News,
Yeah.
you know,
Get on Twitter.
and
X.
just...
X.
Anyway, I reckon we
Ex-comedian
move on
over here,
now.
Don Atwood.
Ex-comedian.
Okay, here we go. We'll do your section, Dom.
mine. All right.
This is a placeholder where Dom's theme tune would be if he didn't talk shit about my theme tune. So, I hope you enjoy nothing.
It makes me actually angry in myself.
So I'll get you a headphones and it'll change everything.
Maybe it will.
I'll get you a little earphone like I've got. It'd be great.
What a
Dom,
treat.
what have you got to say for yourself today?
Well, I mean, sorry for my actions. I'll do better.
What?
Sounded like I was on like court, and you're like, "What have you got to say for yourself?"
In
today?"
general.
Yeah. No, I my dad came, and that was a really lovely thing. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to happen. He called me up at like 2 p.m. the day he was meant to get here, meant to be here at 6:30, and he goes, "I've gone to Waterloo by mistake." And I thought he was just going to go, "Oh, fuck this, I'm just gonna leave it." And he came here, and we had a really lovely time. Maybe realised that maybe my maybe he's not so dysfunctional. Maybe it's not so bad. Because we really had a loving time.
I would like to add the lovely time that they had consisted of. He was here for about 3-4 days, wasn't he?
Thursday
Left on Monday.
So that's what, 3 nights.
Hang on, and I only got 2 pillowcases.
4.
Oh,
If you,
right.
you actually fucking opened
I was
them,
just
mate.
going to say 1 pillowcase a night seems reasonable. Go on.
I bought 2 packs. If
They
you
wanked
opened
in my
them, you'd
bed.
see.
What?
It was everywhere.
Stop pulling the thing, please.
It was like all spaff all over it. I had to
Probably, yeah.
clean it. I'm joking.
God. So he was here for 3 nights, and during that time, I was like, "Oh, I assumed that you haven't seen him in ages. He hasn't been here. You're going to go out, go and check out like some of the sites and things of Manchester. Go out on a trip, go to the Peak District or outside to the country." And literally, Dom did every single thing that's on his normal to-do list, like doing. He was doing. Like, I thought they were going out, and then suddenly Dom's doing lunges with the kettlebell through the kitchen on Friday afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm like,
does that.
oh, okay. And Dom's dad was just cleaning the house. Like every time I looked, he was. Like, I'm not complaining. Bless him. He cleaned the shit out of this house, man.
He did.
This house is clean. You come past and he's doing the walls. He's doing the
walls,
like
yeah.
marks on the
I'm
the
upset
wall.
about it. I'm not happy.
He was really having a go. Apparently, he even offered to do my room, but apparently I have too much stuff. I was like, don't
No, he
touch my fucking
basically
room.
Yeah,
took a
it's-
look in your room and went, if you want, that would be more difficult because he's got a lot of stuff and it's not as big.
Yeah, but I don't need him to do my room. It would be
Also,
terrible.
now the standards are going to be way higher, which no one asked.
My
Like,
dad will just come again in a bit and do it again.
he's going to have to come once a week.
But it was funny to me because I thought you guys were going to spend some time together, and all you did was just like
No,
clean
I think
the
when someone
house and
visits
do
you
push-ups and that.
for an extended period, it's nice to be able to still live your life and then hang out. Still live your life, hang out.
It's 4 days.
It's too much.
It's not extended period.
It's not an extended period.
Well, all
at
right,
all.
that's how we like to have a relationship, and it was good for us.
Well, you know what happens is, and I've noticed this happens a lot. It's like one of the kids gets diagnosed with autism, and then you look back and you go, "Hang on, the dad was riddled with it the whole time. He's wore the same
Yeah.
pair of shoes for the past 50 years. He knows every single bus engine." And
Yeah.
the RPMs that they need to go to each gear. You know what I mean? He's got a collection of frog ornaments. And you go, oh, right.
Frog ornaments.
He only eats spaghetti, plain spaghetti. You go, oh, fucking hell. Of course, he's been autistic this whole time.
Yeah.
No wonder his kid's fucking mashed up.
Mashed up.
Mashed up.
Yeah.
Mashed up.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Dom's dad is autistic. I don't.
Oh, sounds like it.
It becomes this thing. Even I've fallen for it now that everybody is a little bit different. You're like autistic.
Yeah, give it 'em, fuck 'em.
There we go. But no, he was good. He was a good guy. And you were glad that he didn't fuck you off because you were like, oh, he's probably not going to come for a little bit before.
But he came and he really liked it, I think. Loved the area, the artisan coffee shop. He said the barbecue, and that's how a business should be run. Because you're not there.
Yeah.
And
I
he didn't say
worked
'cause
there.
you're not there. Obviously.
Fire and Ethan. Yeah,
I
He
worked
said
there.
it was a great business. It's a good place.
And also, I was the top seller there. They were gutted to lose
Fuck
me.
off, mate.
They were gutted to lose
top
me.
slicer.
They were not gutted. You didn't leave. You just didn't turn up.
Yeah. Because they said if you're late again, don't bother turning up. And I was like, all right, that seems reasonable. And I was shagging. I got my ass going in that day. So,
Dan Bilzerian over here.
that is, ladies.
They don't know.
Must have been a good shag to lose your job for.
Yeah. I thought I heard Mama
First of
in
all,
there.
I'd lose my job for any quality of shag. I'm just,
Any quality of job.
just
for-
glad to have it. You know what I mean? I'd lose a CEO position for a hand job in the back of a car.
Well, neither of those are going to happen. So
what? A hand job in the back of a car?
the CEO one.
You can do that to yourself.
It's true.
In fact,
you have a car.
You
So
do it to yourself.
if Charlie Ashton blocks the drive, mate, no one's.
I'm going to get your keys and go
Stop
and do
doing that.
What? I want to do it.
No, it pulls the thing and it's going to come out.
I don't care.
So yeah, he was he was here and it was a really lovely time and I feel really good about it.
I think we failed to ask him the right questions. I don't know what
reckon?
they would have been.
No, I
but we
listened
didn't.
back to it. It was good.
Think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit boring.
The stabbing stuff was maybe not that as funny, but it was very.
You
It
love
was
not
interesting.
funny stuff, don't you?
Sometimes you got to be sincere, man. Sometimes you got to tell a story, and
I
that
was a bit
story
gutted
can't
that
always
I
be
wasn't
funny.
there with the stabbing thing because I feel like I've got the most experience with stabbing.
Mm.
Just being around it.
You ever
being
stabbed
near it.
anyone?
Have I ever? I don't think I've stabbed anybody.
Just us in the back.
My uncle had a bit of a stabbing problem.
What a surprise.
Problem? Well, it was a consistent thing. Was it?
There was a guy who died the other. There was a guy that I worked with the other day when his cousin went to prison for stabbing someone. So I know enough stabbers to be on the stabbing side. I could have given a perspective of a stabber.
You could have
And
given
been
it.
like, oh, is next time if you don't want to get stabbed, it would have been my kind of pointers.
Here's what I would have done in a stabbing situation.
Yeah, like have a broom handle or something long because you can't get in close to stab.
Mm.
You got to get in close to stab.
I'd say cover yourself in baby oil
Right.
Oh, okay.
because they can't grab you then.
A lot of admin. I don't think he was thinking straight.
Admin.
I think if he got to the point where he thought,
P Diddy got baby oil just delivered to his house by the thousands. It can't
if
be
he
that
got to the
hard.
point and he thought, I'm
Yeah.
going to cover myself in baby oil, he probably would have actually thought, this is probably not a good idea.
Well, then there you go. That's even more.
It's a good point.
That's even more. So that gives you time. It's like a meditative state you're getting yourself into before you get stabbed.
True.
Well, you cover yourself in baby oil before you get stabbed.
Yeah, reduce the likelihood. Also, get in the shower, turn the shower on cold,
Yeah.
shadow box for 2 minutes, right? Because then you can start to deal with the shock that goes through your body when you get stabbed. When you get stabbed, it's like being covered in cold water.
Yeah, so
And you
is
go,
this after you get stabbed or is this before you get stabbed?
You've got to box out.
You're shadow boxing after you get.
That's what I'm saying. So you get stabbed, you're getting a punch or two in. Then you're not useless. You don't want to stab and die straight away. You want to throw an uppercut or something.
To be fair, if your dad had turned up to this fucking drug dealer's house, greased up with topless, shadow boxing, spraying himself with a fucking shower head, they would have gone, you're insane, dude.
Yeah,
we'll leave.
we're getting
We're
out
going to
of
leave
here."
the house where County Lines is gone.
There you go. Just get-
You just got to
So-
go in there looking like the biggest psycho of all
There you
time.
go, Andy. Write that down for next time.
Yeah, grease yourself up, baby. Let's do it.
Greasy
Baby.
Yeah.
Just call my dad baby.
Weird. Yeah, you can call men baby.
Yeah, but my dad.
Yeah, but it's frowned upon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from-
baby.
Ugh. Stop doing
Don't be doing that. Have you doing that?
Grease yourself up, baby.
that. The theme tune was bad enough. Let
I'd
alone
rather
the-
call a man baby now than a woman.
Because you're turning gay.
Yes.
Because unless it's like a girlfriend.
Can we just quickly talk about these theme tunes? I feel like they didn't get mentioned. I mean, I know you guys spoke about them our way, yeah.
We have
And,
we've played them 2 so far on this week. So how did you feel making the theme tune?
Me, I was a bit like, oh fuck, I wanted it to be like a masterpiece. In my head, I'd bigged it up like, oh, this is going to be the greatest song of all time.
Yeah.
And then I got behind the thing, and I was like, it's pretty hard, this music stuff actually. I don't think-
You clammed up a lot. To be fair, I sprung it on you. I just came
It
down.
was a bit short notice, but I guess that's the industry in it that you're in. You know, you get signed, they want an album. You know, they don't want it next week, they want it last week. You gotta get it. You gotta churn this
You
shit
got the
out.
studio time booked.
Yeah, you can't fuck around in there. You gotta get in, drop your take. Kanye West wouldn't have fucked around like that. You know,
Probably said some stuff about
he
Jews.
would
and
have
that.
said some stuff about Jews. Well, it's easier to write lyrics if you've got a subject. So I was like, oh fuck, right, and then I thought, oh, I'm trying too hard now. you know, and the result, you know, was what it was.
You definitely overthought it, and I was not very good at producing you. I was just like, go on then.
Yeah, you were like,
Do it.
Do you know what you were like? You were like a dad trying to teach his kid how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
But you don't know how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
You're like, just pedal, I don't know. Use the wheels or the handlebars. Just hurry up.
That's not exactly right, because in that metaphor, I do know how to ride a bike. It's not like I didn't know how to do what I was telling you to do. That's not the situation. The situation is I gave you absolutely no like encouragement.
Yeah.
Or really, I did try to, but you had an idea, and then you were like, I'm going to do this, and then I put to go on, then do it. And you were just like,
listen, mate, you can't, it's art, and you can't rush these things.
you did have an idea. I was just more like a dad who wanted to get back to his mistress.
Yeah, and who never wanted his kids in the first place.
And was
now
trying to
they're
get-
asking
yeah.
him to do shit they didn't want to do.
He was trying to
To be
get you
honest-
to do your homework, but I didn't want to help you do
Bit
it.
close
Yeah.
for homeness.
This
But I was like, can you fucking get on with it? Because
Yeah.
I've got to go back to the pub, sort of thing.
that is probably how I would sum you up.
Yeah. I was like a workaholic.
But he just doesn't go to the
father or
pub.
something.
Yeah.
No, maybe I've got to go back to work. Like I'm working
No, it's
long
worse,
hours.
it's seedy,
but my
it's
secretary's
gambling.
fit.
It's gambling or prostitute. Something like
Crambling.
something you've got to hide.
Gamble Tueston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Just you know, just the vibe. But your song was surprisingly good.
It was good.
I was actually upset about how good Dom's was compared to mine. I was like,
But that was very
fuck.
little to do with me.
I haven't listened to it in a little bit. I don't think it sounded very good.
I liked it.
No?
I know I liked
I know
it.
it was fine. The idea was good. I just don't think it like...
It was a rough demo, and I think it showed character.
All I
It
did
was,
was take what he'd done, what he'd said on the microphone, and I put some effects on
Did
it,
some
put some auto
magic.
tune on it, and then I was doing a little song on the microphone, a little melody, so I played that on the keyboard and put a little beat under it.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Mm.
It was impressive. I think we've got to redo him.
What have you got to say about...
Alex's was the maddest thing
Was
I've
it
ever
meant to be
heard in
ironic?
your life.
Everything I do is ironic.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
What, do you think I did that completely sincerely?
We've been...
Well, what did you think it was meant to be?
No, I said the
Well, it's a fucking comedy podcast. Of course, I was like having a laugh.
all jokes have a smidge of truth.
We've been
Oh, I
saying,
am-
we've been saying recently some of the things you do. We go, we can't tell if he's trying to be cool or being uncool, ironically.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a
Yeah.
bit of both.
Is it? Like
It's a bit of both.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, yeah, I get it, and also, you know, you're a bit of a different. You're just a different age than us. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's.
No, not.
But also, I
That's
had,
not-
I had to make my own theme song. Like
Yeah.
nobody considered
I had to
making
make
your
my
own
own.
theme song.
This is not
I
his
had to make
age.
my
No other
own.
38-year-old men are doing this shit.
What are you talking about?
No other 30-year-old men are sat in their room making a theme tune.
You don't know
For the
any
Rent Boys
38-year-old men.
I
then.
know.
Wait, what?
Kieran Lawless. He's not doing that.
Well, Kieran's just about to launch a podcast.
Maybe he's not making his own theme tune, is he?
What's wrong with making
Calling
your own
himself,
theme
Theme
tunes?
calling himself the
tune,
real
sing
one.
the
Listen to
theme
Adam
tune.
Buxton. He's 50 something, and he's makes his own theme tunes.
Fair enough.
I was wondering why you chose to be African American.
That's just me. That's my.
Well, that's you, is it? African American.
Hip hop is one of my go-tos, isn't it? That's one of my go-to stuff. It's the easiest thing to like. It's the easiest kind of thing to make.
You can't sexually contract being black, you know.
Should I change my theme tune? Am I?
No, I think we should keep. I think we should keep going with them.
Do you want me to change my one?
I don't know, because it might be worse.
I want them all to change.
I like
They
mine.
were all.
Yours was good.
I'm not doing any. You can make your own one. I
We'll,
don't
here
we'll
we
make
go.
something. You know, we'll try.
We,
We,
Me and you.
you two.
yeah.
Okay, good. As long as I don't have to do anything.
Are you you retiring from life or something?
I just don't want to like make theme tunes every week.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We'll get someone more qualified.
Yeah.
How's the job search going?
Oh, you're not doing that, are you?
It's not going.
All right, you're not going to bother.
Oh, I want one,
Do
but
you?
like, it's actual finding one's quite hard.
As soon as you get one, you're gonna be like, "This is shit. What the fuck did I do this to myself?" You find the way you are. Just keep bobbing along.
I could just do with a little bit more money.
How much?
A few £100.
Just a few hundred. What? Forever? Or do you mean on like a recurring basis?
A month.
A month.
A month. A few £100, like 200 quid a month.
No, I could do with a lot more £100 a week.
More. Well,
Well, it depends where I want to get to.
Should we use numbers for this, please?
Like-
how much money do you want?
A few more £100.
A few more couples of £100.
But if I was to get a job, I would probably get something that was 1 or 2 days a week. I wouldn't want to do more than that.
Yeah.
And that would be
Why
100
don't
to
you come up with
150
scheme,
quid a day.
though? You could come up with a scheme.
150 a day. What job are you doing, man? Gonna be a plasterer or
It's
something?
not. It's minimum wage is 100.
Minimum wage is 10 hours. 9 hours would be 100 quid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well done.
You said 150.
Yeah, but if it was £2 more, it would be
What job are you gonna?
£5 more. Well, I'm qualified to teach English, aren't I? It's just
Fair
more
enough.
money than.
Yeah.
We are in England though. A lot of them already know it.
A lot of them have got that sorted.
I'm old. I can make a bit more money.
Which is mad as well. Why are we giving the old people the money? They've still got money from last year.
No, they don't.
They fucking do. That's how they got it at the end. That's why when they die, they've got loads just to hand out.
I'm not going to have loads
They've
when I
been
die.
sitting on a pile of fucking gold.
You might do.
Old bastards.
It's not so much about being old, but you just find ways to get paid a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of schemes, and I'd much, I'd say try and get a scheme going before.
What
you
schemes do you reckon I should do?
What do you? Well,
This is my section, I guess.
Take it real,
Um,
Ren boys, Alex Camp, he's the real one, he's the smart one, got the good ideas,
He's a
good-looking
real one.
always
A
at the
good-looking
team
one.
tunes. He's really good at the
I love how you
team
thought that
tunes.
was just like, how do you think that's completely serious?
I don't even know you, man.
He's really good at
Let's
the
get
team
like, can we
tunes.
just? If we go on your YouTube, when the lockdown, you put tattoos on your face as if you were Post Malone.
Yeah, it's on Biro.
That's
I
like
did
a
it with
mental
Biro.
thing to do.
I thought that the theme tune was so good because it was self-aware in a non-self-aware way. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like it's great. These are all the things that Alex seems to think about himself,
Yeah.
and he's listed them for us.
Really good.
That's all right.
at the
Why do
team
you,
tunes.
why not? Why not be positive about yourself?
Well, someone's got to be, don't they?
I found. I was looking through my notes page the other day, and there was 4 separate like entries that were just "I'm a loser," and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I've probably got some self-esteem issues. I'm not sorting out yet.
Everyone's always been like, oh, you've got to be self-deprecating. You've got to like, oh no, I'm no good at this. Oh, that was no good. And oh no, I don't bother. Don't worry about me. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Be fucking sound about yourself. Be happy to embrace your positivity. Be ballsy. Like fucking, it's nice. Why people in England get so annoyed about it?
Yeah, they do.
You can see it in comedy because like, the comedians have the easiest time. It's almost like a rule that you got to go on stage and be self-deprecating and talk shit about yourself, and you've got to be like, oh well, I'm not doing well in life. It's either I'm single and I can't meet a woman, or I'm married and my wife's pissed off at me. And it's always that. It's a rule that you have to be. The big comedy characters are always pathetic.
So look, if you've ever
idiots.
got any self-esteem issues,
Blah, blah,
just
blah.
remember the words "really good at the team tune," and just remember those to yourself. I'm not being self-deprecating. I'm taking the piss out of you.
Okay, it's fine.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's gonna
I don't
murder
know
you in
what
your
I-
sleep. You're getting fucking stabbed to death tonight.
Yeah.
Just remember though, if you want,
Do
I've
it.
got a boomerang.
To be honest,
Fuck
fucking
off. Won't come back.
probably do some good. You have to pay his rent though. That'd be a shame. Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. I think you should. I think you should be a little bit more.
I'm getting rid of DOMs, by the way.
What is
My
It's
theme
just going to
tune?
be silence.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
I've got the charisma to carry it through.
that was like a petty retort.
Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of the sort of thing. If you don't like my one,
I thought we were trying to make this more like
I'm
the
just
houses.
going to fuck
and then-
yours off. You never said thank you
This is
anyway.
what the house is like.
I said they were good. That's
you.
a thank you.
I'm going to delete yours.
I thought we were trying to make this more like the houses and
No,
just
I
be more
reckon-
organic
I
and take the
reckon-
piss out of each other. That's what I was doing.
I think the great part of being, is you get to re-record another one, which describes him even better. I think that'd be the power move. I think rather than deleting it,
No,
you'd go full blown. He'd get his own rap.
I tried to give him a good one.
I
Disrespected my one.
appreciated that.
He disrespected it. Yeah, but now it's like diss tracks. That could be a good
Distracts
They do
where I've
like
got no
diss
control
tracks.
over it.
Yeah. So like,
Well, I make a diss track to myself from
And then
Dom.
you've got- I'll make
somebody
one,
else
yeah.
has to make your diss track, and we'll do it like Secret Santa, but secret diss track. And
Drake and Kendrick.
I think that'd be easier.
Okay.
Anyway, this is your section, man.
vibes. The
Yeah, I've
pure
just looked at the
vibes.
time and I want to stop. But let's. I'll just read a couple of things that we've got on the.
Go, the
YouTube.
vibes are better.
I've got loads of stuff to say. Hang on.
I don't want to continue recording any longer.
Yeah.
What do you want to
But
say?
we're not done. What time is it?
We've done
5:27.
nearly 45 minutes.
That's quite late, to be fair.
God.
We're good.
Jesus.
We've got a couple of interesting comments here.
Go on. What's the comment?
So I'll start with this guy, Jeffrey Miller 30. This is on our episode 45.
Did he put his age?
No, sorry,
Oh,
that's his
sorry.
YouTube.
Sorry, I thought it was like a Dane website.
No, that's his YouTube. Well, I mean, you could say it is. Jeffrey Miller 30, that's his YouTube handles, but I can't choose. Every single on of them is hot.
All right. Well,
Nice.
thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, mate.
Big up.
So Jeffrey said,
Also, Jeffrey's horny as fuck.
Jeffrey is horny as fuck for the boys.
Better
And he can't
follow us.
decide, and he can't spell one either. He couldn't be able to correct that.
Yeah.
So
He's probably wanking with his other hand. It's hard to type.
that's Jeffrey. And
That's nice of him. That's a bit of an ego boost. I'll put that on my affirmations for the week, Jeffers.
and we've got topic for the pod. I don't mean it's not exactly. This isn't exactly going to be a topic that would
Go on.
sustain a whole pod. Have any of you ever given or gotten a wedgie? What's the
Yeah.
story?
Oh, I've actually got a good story. So we do this as a listener question.
Yeah, this is a listener question.
Well,
this is a
right.
fully fledged listener question.
So what happened was back in the day, we used to play.
Back in there.
We used to play heads and volleys. You played heads and volleys?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't have any friends. Did you play heads and volleys?
No, I don't have
No,
friends.
no, I don't think so. Anyway, what at the end of the game, there's a forfeit. So if you're the last one in net, there's a forfeit for it, and it's usually red art. What would your forfeit be?
Can't remember.
We had a few. We had a red ass, which was
Oh yeah,
we all boot the
slapped
football.
it. Oh, you boot it,
Did you? Were you slapping?
finger in it.
You guys weren't slapping each other's butts at the end, was you?
Well, Dom's school, they just bummed you.
Yeah, they just fucked you in the ass.
Yes, they did.
So yeah, it was kicking the football or tunnel of death, which is we'd all line up against a wall and you'd crawl underneath the people and then boot the fuck out of you. Well, you did it. And I weren't happy with either of these options, so I'm a businessman. And I was like, how's about you all take turns in wedging me instead?
Oh, okay.
Right? Because I don't, you know what I don't like? I don't like the anticipation of not knowing when a football's going to hit you.
Yeah. When you're turned around and you're just waiting for someone to do it.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like, ugh. And anyway, I was letting them wedge me. I was getting through boxes, like maybe 2 pairs a day.
Well, so this was a recurring wedgie. This was a recurring thing. Every time you played, you would get wedgied if you lost.
Yeah. Maybe just over the 6-week holidays. Stop
I
stroking.
didn't
it.
mean to do that.
The maybe just over the 6-week holidays.
Yeah.
You know, between year 5 and year 6.
And that's when you got through all those pants.
Got through them all. Yeah.
Could have sold those
Why?
to the podcast listeners. The pen.
If they want to buy little boys dirty underwear, that's
You'd
odd.
tell them, wouldn't you? Money's money, isn't it?
I've not kept them.
This is a weird conversation.
Anyway, that's my story about wedging. And it makes you think,
It does make you think.
Makes
yeah.
you think.
Yeah,
It does make you think.
mate. If you're a thinker, you think about that kind of stuff, right? How many pairs of boxers would you go through before you think, listen, I'm a human being. I'm a man with a soul, right?
Yeah, I mean 3.
I shouldn't be letting people hike my own boxers up my ass crack.
3
For fun.
3 boxes.
Yeah, I reckon there probably was more.
That's how
than
long
that.
it would take me.
I used to go out, get changed, come back out again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just so you could get a fresh one.
Just get
But you
fresh
knew you were getting
wedges.
wedgied again, so like, why did
I
you?
don't know. I was just like, this is uncomfortable. They're all
Is there
stretched out.
such pants that can withstand a wedgie though? Because like, I do
Yes.
remember wedgieing people and it just ripping like
Yeah,
Business.
Yeah.
Business idea. That.
Yeah. Oh,
wedgie proof.
wedgeables.
Wedgeables. Oscar Mayer wedgeables. Dairy Lee wedgeables.
The legible wedgeables.
The illegible wedgeables.
That's going to be my new pantaloon company. I
Be your
think.
new hinge opener.
Yeah.
Fruit of the
Let me hit
loom.
you a wedgie.
Fruit of the boom. There goes a
Um,
wedgie.
The front.
Cool.
Sweet.
That'll do, won't it?
Yeah, so thanks, Lena. Lena something. I
Cheers,
can't remember your name.
Also, hang on.
No, we're stopping now.
Why the fuck did you want to know about
I don't know. She just did. Lena Lauren 6784. Might just be a bot. Might be a
What
person.
bot's asking that?
Lena,
Bot's not been wedged.
thanks for
before.
asking for the topic. I'm sorry we couldn't give you more, but Ethan got wedgied playing headers and volleys.
Yeah.
And Dom still gets wedgied at school because he still goes
By your mum.
because she gets bullied. So thank you everyone for coming and tuning into the podcast. We please subscribe and get on the boy and share the boy and everything. We just need one more subscriber to get up to that hallowed 200, and then hopefully we'll get higher than that at some point as well. So love from us. Goodbye, Chris. Take care, everyone.
See
Much
you
love.
later,
Bye.
everyone.